Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we re-embarking on a journey to a world often called Earth's sister planet of Venus, but don't let that charming nickname fool you. If you've ever wondered what would really happen if you tried to land on Venus, buckle up, because it's a wild ride that makes even the most extreme places on Earth look like a vacation spot. Get ready to explore the planet of extremes. First off, let's set the scene. Imagine approaching Venus. From a distance, it looks stunning, shrouded in beautiful, swirling clouds. But these aren't your fluffy, rain-bringing clouds. Oh no, these are dense, choking layers of sulfuric acid. That's right, acid rain, in just a metaphor here. It's a daily weather forecast. As you get closer, you'd start to feel an immense atmospheric pressure. We're talking about 92 times the pressure you feel at sea level on Earth. To put that in perspective, it's like being nearly a kilometer deep in Earth's ocean. Without any water, your spacecraft, or even you, would start to creak and groan under this crushing force long before you even touch the surface. Now, let's talk about the heat. Venus holds the unfortunate record for the hottest planet in our solar system, even hotter than Mercury, which is closer to the Sun. The average surface temperature hovers around a scorching 462 degrees Celsius, or 864 degrees Fahrenheit. That's hot enough to melt lead, and tin, and zinc. If you were somehow impervious to the pressure, this inferno would instantly incinerate anything biological. Your sophisticated spaceship, unless specifically designed for this hellish environment, would quickly become a molten puddle. This extreme heat is due to a runaway greenhouse effect caused by Venus's incredibly thick atmosphere, which is primarily carbon dioxide. Sunlight passes through, heats the surface, but the heat can't escape back into space, trapping it like a jet blanket. So, if you somehow survive the pressure and the heat, maybe you're in some kind of futuristic, indestructible supersuit, what would the actual landing be like? Well, first, forget about parachutes as we know them. They'd be torn to shreds or simply not work effectively in such a dense atmosphere. You'd be plunging through a hazy, dim, orange-tinged sky. Visibility would be terrible due to the thick clouds and atmospheric scattering. The air itself isn't air at all, but primarily carbon dioxide, with traces of nitrogen and those lovely sulfuric acid droplets. You wouldn't be able to breathe for a nanosecond. As you finally approach the surface, you'd see a landscape that's utterly alien. No oceans, no rivers, no life, just vast, desolate plains scarred by volcanic activity. Venus is a geologically active planet, boasting more volcanoes than any other body in the solar system. The surface is relatively young, suggesting frequent volcanic resurfacing events. Imagine a world covered in basaltic rock, vast lava flows, and gigantic volcanic mountains, all under a permanent, oppressive gloom. There's no magnetic field to protect the surface from solar radiation either. So, you're also getting blasted by cosmic rays. What about a soft landing? Forget about it. Even the most robust probes sent to Venus, like the Soviet Venera series, only survived for a matter of hours, or even just minutes, before succumbing to the extreme conditions. The Venera 13 probe holds the record for survival, lasting a mere 127 minutes on the surface before being crushed and cooked. Its images revealed a stark, rocky landscape under a yellowish-orange sky. So, if you were to land in any conventional sense, your body would be instantly flattened by the pressure, carbonized by the heat, and then dissolved by the acid. It would be an instantaneous, and frankly, quite spectacular, demise. But let's be optimistic for a moment. What if humanity develops technology capable of withstanding these incredible forces? What if we build a super tough, shielded habitat? Even then, survival would be a constant battle. The atmospheric pressure alone would require massively strong structural integrity. The heat would demand incredible insulation and cooling systems. The sulfuric acid would corrode nearly everything, necessitating specialized materials. and the absence of water, breathable air, and any natural resources we're familiar with would make long-term habitation an immense logistical nightmare. Some scientists have actually proposed radical ideas for Venus colonization. Not on the surface, but in the clouds. About 50 kilometers 30 miles above the surface, the temperature and pressure are much more Earth-like. There, temperatures are around 0 to 50 degrees Celsius 32 to 120 to Fahrenheit, and the pressure is roughly equivalent to Earth's sea level. Imagine floating cities, supported by giant balloons, drifting through the sulfuric acid clouds. It's a fascinating concept that highlights the ingenuity of human space exploration, but it also underscores just how inhospitable the actual surface of Venus truly is. So, to summarize what would happen if you landed on Venus, in short, you wouldn't survive, not for a second. The combination of crushing pressure, incinerating heat, toxic atmosphere, and corrosive acid would make quick work of any unprotected human or even most modern spacecraft. Venus is a stark reminder of the incredible diversity and extreme conditions that can exist within our own solar system, and why our beautiful Earth is truly a precious oasis. It's a world of intense beauty from afar, but a deadly, unforgiving hellscape up close. Thanks for joining me on this extreme journey to Venus. I hope you learned something new and gained an even greater appreciation for our home planet. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you don't miss our next cosmic adventure. See you next time.